Hey guys, it's me, ivycharlaine. Wait, why do I always say that in the beginning of every video? Like, every video. Hey guys, it's me, ivycharlaine. You know it's ivycharlaine, you know it's me, or am I an imposter? Think about it. Okay guys, so I really just wanted to share with you some things that's going on in my life and my family's lives, some changes we made in our lives. I had to retrain the way I thought about things when it comes to your body, my body, which is a temple. The society puts such a big deal on lose weight fast, lose weight, detox, want to lose weight, want to get in shape, lose those last 10 pounds. Like it's always like lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. And they focus on weight and numbers. And I'm tired of that. So we made some changes in my household. And these changes, I hope, are going to be permanent changes because we're pretty convicted about these things. Me and my husband are really on the same line with this. So what are those changes? So probably for the past month and a half, we've actually been going to this wellness center. It's an all-natural, holistic wellness center that was started by this woman who actually had cancer and was tired of going to all these different doctors just saying, oh, you have to be on chemo, you just have to be on radiation, you just have to, take these pills, take these medications. She was tired of filling her body with all these medications and medicines, antibiotics, and just drugs. So she started this wellness center. We found out about this wellness center through friends of ours who have two young children. One is, I think he's about to be 5, and one is 1. And they had a lot of different health issues that they were dealing with. And they were tired of going to conventional doctors and just getting put on prescriptions or saying, oh, he'll outgrow this, or oh, there's nothing we can do about this. There's no cause for this. And it started making me think about Kingston, my son. I've shared with you guys the health issues and challenges we've had with Kingston. He's only 2.5, yet he's been on so many different antibiotics. He's been on steroids, both oral steroids as well as topical steroids. He's been on so many things, and I'm just looking at my 2.5-year-old like, there's got to be a different way. There's got to be a different way. He gets sick all the time. He always has colds. He always has congestion. He always has a cough. He was getting ear infection. It was just too much stuff. So my husband and I were like, we got to stop. We got to try something else. So we said, what's it going to hurt to try this wellness center? We've been going to the wellness center now. My husband goes and Kingston goes. I don't go yet because they don't accept insurance. So we're paying for this out of pocket.
And the way my bank account is set up, we cannot afford the 3 of us to go at this moment.
But the 2 critical ones, which is my husband, who he has some health issues, and my son are going right now. And then eventually, Lord willing, I will be going. So what kind of changes have we seen? We go to this place, and you can look it up, and it's not unique. It's not the only wellness center out there. There are a lot of them out there. It's natural healing. And they go through, and instead of looking at the symptoms, which for example, for Kingston, one of the things that he suffers from is eczema. I bring him to dermatologist. I bring him to allergist. The allergist says, you know what? He's allergic to these foods. Don't give him these foods. Okay, so we can't cure this? So for the rest of his life, he just can't eat these foods unless he outgrows them. I don't accept that for an answer. His eczema, I go to a dermatologist. Okay, here's some steroid creams. Just use them for 6 weeks. I know, there's a lot of studies that say, oh, for boys, you really shouldn't give steroids, but it's only 6 weeks. It's not enough to hurt him. Yes, it is. So he was on steroid creams for 6 weeks for the eczema. What did that do? Yeah, the eczema went down, but he wasn't fully cured of it. So it helped the symptom. We're not accepting that anymore. So we go to this wellness center, and instead of them saying, okay, what are all your symptoms? They said, let's go through, and what they do is muscle response testing, and they test every single organ in your body. It's very technical, but it makes perfect sense. Our bodies were designed to heal itself. Listen to that. Heal itself, okay? So they go through, come to find out, there were a couple different organs that weren't working properly. They're not functioning properly in my son. One of them being, and they go through and prioritize and say which is the most critical organ that he is suffering from right now. For example, the most critical one was his lungs. They tested the steroid creams, because I still had them, against his body, and found out that of the 4 creams he was on, one of the creams was still in his body. And where was it? It was in his lungs. Hence, he always has problems with asthma. He has congestion issues. He always has a cough. Even when he's not sick, he has a cough. My son is always coughing. His humidifier runs every single night. He always has it because of that cough, and to open him up. So come to find out, these steroids that I was putting on his skin is now in his body. Okay? That upset me to no end, because I went to this doctor and they said, no, these steroids are not going to go in his body. I should have known better. I'm putting on his skin. His skin is the biggest organ on your body. Everything that goes into your skin absorbs into your body. Don't be fooled if they say it's not going into your body because it's on your skin. So Kingston was put on some all natural, whole food based herbal supplements, very safe. He's been going there a month and a half now. In a month and a half, he had 100% improvement in his lungs. And then I thought, my husband and I were like, wait a minute. For the past week and a half or so, we have not heard him cough. He has not been coughing. He has not had that heavy cough that he always has. And they said the steroids were compromising his lungs and just causing all this congestion, all this mucus build up, that's why he had a cough. Why all of a sudden is my son's cough gone? But here's the thing. Not only is he on these supplements, but he's also eating a lot cleaner. He's very clean now. We have eliminated processed food. We've always eliminated dairy because he's allergic to dairy. But also we've eliminated gluten for him. Just to see. Now, I'm not saying gluten-free is the way to go. But if you're having digestive issues and stuff like that, maybe we're willing to try. So now they said the next thing is his stomach and his intestines. Oh, I forget. And his adrenal glands. His adrenal glands were compromised. I said his adrenal glands. I don't even know what adrenal glands are. Come to find out, his adrenal glands affects your hormones. They affect your hormones in your body. And his hormones were having an imbalance. So they treated his adrenals and his lungs at the same time. Both of them 100% cured. His adrenals, they said that could be from steroids. And they say, like I said before, don't give boys steroids. It affects their hormones. Surprise, surprise, my son's adrenal glands weren't functioning properly. His lungs, So now the next step is we're working on his stomach and his small intestine. My son has leaky gut syndrome. So now he's on these supplements that, Lord willing, are going to help to heal his small intestine, to heal his stomach. You see, it's not that he's allergic to certain things, dairy, egg, tilapia, whatever. It's that he cannot fully digest these things. And let me tell you, I'm a researcher and I'm a very skeptical person. And I've been researching all this stuff and I'm like, this makes perfect sense. So now, I'll report back to you what changes I see. But he's on these different supplements and he's eating very, very, very clean and drinking a lot of water. Now, Lord willing, I'll be excited to see if we see some differences in his gut. Because we always laugh and joke like, oh, Kingston, you have such a big stomach because his stomach is huge, but his arms and legs are small. That's not normal. And we just thought, oh, he's a little kid. He just has a big belly. What's the big deal? No. And when he touch it, it's tight. And I'm like, something's not right here. And then his small intestine, he's just not absorbing and digesting these foods properly and these proteins in these foods. And they're being released from his body somewhere. So his body are filled with toxins. And then all the medication that he's been on, if his body can't fully digest and process foods, how is he fully digesting and processing antibiotics, steroids, all these medicines? Now, I'm not anti-medicine. Let me be clear on that. I really am not. But there's a time and place for it. But I feel like as a society, we really overdose on these things. And I'm sorry if I sound real passionate about but we're talking about my 2-year-old son. And I know a lot of you out there are probably suffering from some of the same things. So if I'm able to even just help somebody with the information that I'm learning, and do your research on your own. Don't just take my word for it. Do your research. And I'm not saying go find a wellness center. Really, I really want to say that, but it's your decision. You need to make better choices in your lives because I'm being so enlightened. I'm so worried about, I just want to lose weight. What about get healthy? What about train my son up to live a healthier lifestyle and make healthier choices? You see, he's not going to be on these supplements forever. But he needs healing right now. He needs his stomach to heal. He needs his digestive tract to heal, like his lungs and his adrenal glands to heal. And we've already seen, with our eye can see that, I see that there's a change in my son. I see that he's getting healthier. I can definitely see that. And I'll be excited to see his stomach go down. And I took a before picture and just to see, and I'm going to take an after picture in about a month to see if there's been a difference in his stomach going down, because his stomach is always big. And if his stomach is going down now and he's able to hold down these foods, then that makes perfect sense, right? So anyway, and next month he's actually going to do a dairy allergy challenge in a hospital in Philly to see if he's still allergic to dairy. That'll also be a test to see, is what I'm doing right now working? All I'm saying is sometimes you need to try something different. When what you've been doing for the longest time is not working or just masking the problem. I'm not about treating symptoms anymore. I'm about finding cures, and I don't accept no for an answer. I really don't. So this wellness center has really opened my eyes up to a lot of different things, especially because we have quite a few friends. Two families, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think like 6 people that have gone through this wellness center that we personally know and have seen big differences. I mean, huge differences in their lives, in their overall health. So I'm excited to see how this is going to go. But this is something I really wanted to share with you. Sorry I'm long-winded, but it's a lot of information that I want to share. And it's just so much more that I'm leaving out. But you do your research on your own. It's called muscle response testing. Look up holistic, all-natural wellness centers and look up nutritional supplements and cleaning and detoxing and healing your organs. You have to heal your organs from within in order for the symptoms that these organs are giving off to be healed. Now, I'm not a clinician, I'm not a doctor, anything like this, but these are things that are working in our household right now, that we're seeing changes already in our household, and we've just been enlightened to this. So I hope these things have helped you. If you guys have any questions and I'm able to answer it, put it in the description box below. So see you guys later, and I hope you guys hope you find this helpful. And like I said, any questions, just let me know. All right, TTYL.